What up, guys? This is gonna be a quick guide on the Nightmare boss. When you're gonna fight this for the first time, it's gonna be hectic and a lot's gonna be happening. So come prepared with good focus. The Nightmare has 3 basic attacks we need to worry about: range, magic, and melee, or melee, whatever. If you do not pray against them, they will hurt you. They can hit up to like 40, I believe. So make sure you pray the right prayer. The best way to know which attack is going to use is probably by sounds. If you go to your skip options, you see 3 different sound options. Make sure the middle one is set on, or like put it on like 5 or 6%, should be enough. I have recorded some of the sounds. This is the range attack. This is the mage attack. And this is the worst one. This is the melee. There's no real way to negate all damage from this boss. Just have to pray the right prayer at the right time. That's all. Really easy. Even if you pray the correct prayer, you're still gonna take damage. I believe for range and mage, the max hit is 6. And I think, I'm not really sure, the max hit on prayer for the melee is, I think, 9. So keep your HP like above that. The Nightmare has 3 different phases, and between each phase it also has what I like to call the Sleepwalker phase. On phase 1 it has 2 special attacks where you need to worry about. One is the Flower phase, or the Flower special attack, and the other one are the husks that spawn. When the Nightmare does its Flower attack, it splits the room up in 4 pieces. 3 of them are dead, 1 of them is alive. Just go stand on the alive board. Not that hard. You probably need to check where the tank is standing on that point. Just go stand on the opposite side. It can also spawn husks at a certain point. They will always spawn in 2, and on who they spawn is randomly selected. They have 20 HP, you can kill them pretty easily. I think the best way is to kill them with a crush weapon. With all phases, it can also spawn, I like to call them black holes, but I believe it's called grasping claws. There's gonna be black holes into the ground everywhere, all across the room. Simply avoid them by stepping 1 tile away from them. Just gotta be in time with it. If you don't, you're gonna take up to like 50 damage or something. I've seen a lot of people die by it. I think the most tricky part about this is where it's in the flower phase, in phase 1, and you're standing onto the green flowers, and you can't really see the black hole. Just step away from it. After you kill the boss, it's pillar phase, what I like to call it. Just gotta mage the pillars. Why mage? Because it has a 0 magic defense or even negative magic defense, which means it doesn't really matter what you're wearing. You will always hit it. After each 4 of the pillars has been charged or killed, there will spawn sleepwalkers in each corner. They have to be killed, otherwise you're gonna take loads of damage. Each sleepwalker has 10 HP. It will always hit 10. The best way to kill them is with the Ceridome and Godsword special attack, which will heal for more than 10 HP. After the sleepwalkers has been killed, it will now go into phase 2. It has 2 different special attacks here too. One is the parasites and one is the prayer switches. For the parasite, it will spawn parasites randomly selected on the players. You will get infected. A parasite's gonna grow inside of you. Simply just drink a Sanfew serum. If you drink the Sanfew serum, the damage will be negated to 6. And for the other special attack, which is the really tricky one, is the prayer switches. When the prayers are switched, each prayer is moved 1 spot to the left. So magic is going to be ranged, melee is going to be magic, and ranged is going to be melee. How do you know when the prayers are switched? It does a special attack where the top of your screen, or the top part of the RuneScape game, is going to be pink. That's how you know. And otherwise, just check your prayers. After you kill the boss in phase 2, it's going to be sleepwalkers all over again. Just kill them. Make sure if you are in a team of 5 or more, just have your role set like one guy goes north, northwest, one guy goes southwest, one goes southeast, the other one goes northeast, you know. Just have set roles. It's way easier that way. If you're doing a mess, just kill them. That's all. Just fucking kill them. And if you kill them, it's gonna go into phase 3, which also has 2 special attacks. One is the dash, and one is the mushrooms. If you stand on these mushrooms, or 1 tile away from them, you're gonna get yawned. And what I mean with yawned is your run's gonna be turned off. If your run's turned off, you'll have to wait until you yawn 5 times, then you can turn it on again. The tricky part with this one is if it's gonna spawn the mushrooms and 3 attacks later it's gonna dash. When it does its dash and your run is turned off, make sure you control click. You're still gonna run even though your run is set to off. Sometimes it kind of bugs out. What I like to do is I just hold my control and I just spam click the ground somewhere else. It will make sure it's gonna run. The dash is really easy to avoid. Just avoid it. Just don't stand in its path. If you do stand on its path, it's gonna take up to 60 damage. So yeah, avoid it. That's it. That's all the boss mechanics. It's really easy. Like I said, it's really hectic at first. It sounds like a lot, it's a lot of information. But once you get some kills down, it gets really easy quick. Now that you know the basics of the boss, I'll show you quick how to get there. You simply take your active file to Port Phasmatis, or whatever it's called. Take the boat. You have to pay him 10k each time you take the boat, or you can pay him 1 mil for unlimited uses, or you can teleport with your Dragon's Medallion to TOB Bank. Walk there, make your way to sleep, enter the dungeon, follow the path to the Nightmare boss. For gear, I recommend any crush weapon. Cudgel works for masses. If you're gonna have 5 men, don't take the cudgel. People won't fucking team with you because they're pricks. I think the best weapon and the most affordable one is the bludgeon. It's 30 mil or 33 mil. For gear, any gear works, to be honest. I've seen people in void. I've seen people with scuffed gear. Just bring your best melee gear. You also kind of want to bring some mage switches like Trident, Mage Arena 2 Cape. What else is there? Tormented Bracelet, Occult. Maybe even take your Ancestrals if you're into the switching, you know. Take your 7-way switches. This boss is like a lottery, man. Most of the time you won't get shit. Maybe you get 50k loot. But once you get a drop, it can range from 1.5 mil, which is the jar, to like 50 mil, which is the nightmare stuff, but it can also be like a harmonized orb, which is at this point it's 1.6 billion, so it's really like a lottery, man. There's an MVP system in this boss. The guy or the player with the most damage on the boss is gonna get MVP. It doesn't mean that you only get a drop while you're MVP. Like, for example, I had 3 drops in my name and only one of them was on my MVP. The other ones were just normal bones. There's some things that you don't need to do when you're fighting this boss. First off, the nightmare isn't an undead creature, so the Salvami doesn't work. Don't bother bring Arims or other like mystics, gear, whatever. The pillars are like negative magic defense, so you will always hit. Only bother to bring like ancestrals or other mage boosting gear. Learning this boss is, I think it's the best way to do it is like in 5-man teams. The thing is, people don't like taking new people into the boss because it takes time and effort to kill it. And if you fuck up, they're left with 4 people or maybe 3 people, and it takes way longer to kill it. So my suggestion is to go into the mass world, do some kills, get the mechanics done, survive like maybe 10 to 50 kills, maybe get lucky, upgrade your gear, maybe start your own 5-man teams if you like, because like that's the best way, to be honest. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. Go kill that boss, go get that first 2, maybe 3, 5 KC. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Sorry for the children in the background screaming. It's kind of hot summer over here, and you know, people are playing outside, so I'm sorry, but yeah, good luck.